weather. It's alright, 'cause I'm safe by the. It's alright, 'cause I'm safe by the mail.
This is Enrique Navarro from ZBN, and I will be covering the COVID-19 disease. Coronavirus disease is a respiratory illness that can spread from person to person. Patients with COVID-19 have had mild to severe respiratory illness with symptoms of fever, cough, and shortness of breath. You are at risk of having coronavirus if you are over 65 or have another disease as mild as asthma. COVID-19 has had a significant impact on the United States and around the world. Businesses have closed, even restaurants have also closed, schools have shut their doors, and children are learning through online classes. People can no longer socialize with friends, neighbors, and even out-of-home family. Sports organizations have canceled scheduled events, NBA, MLB, NFL, and NHL, up to and including all school sporting events. It's dangerous to go to hospitals even if you're sick, and doctors would like to talk online instead of in person. Public places should be closed. Any place you find another person is off limits. There are a few exceptions: grocery stores, pharmacies, drive-thrus, but only one person from a family is supposed to enter. The best advice is to stay home, since that is where you are most safe. A vaccine is supposed to take up to a year to be available. The biggest worry is our economy, since there are so many people who aren't working. This also mentally affects people who are alone, since they can be by themselves for a while. Let's hope we can all get through this together.
Today we have another Epic Gamer segment. Sorry about the background, as you can see. I'm in a basement right now because that's where it's quiet, and it's kind of scuffed because of all this corona. So today we have some different topics, like a big new game, and a game dying, and just a good game to play. And I'm also going to talk about some things with the new Xbox, and also the new PlayStation controller, so let's get into it. Fortnite, a game many people know, is going downhill, and fast at that note. No communication from the company Epic that makes Fortnite. No new content, and brand new games have put Fortnite in a bad position. Things like RIP Fortnite and Thanks Epic, as you can see on the screen right now, have been trending on Twitter. Many streamers and content creators have also been making videos about the situation. Is Fortnite over? Will it be saved? Only time will tell. A new game came out on beta that has many streamers and pros switching to it. It is called Valorant, a first-person shooter with magical powers and crazy weapons. And it is supposed to be released free to the public sometime around July. Another game many people are playing is Call of Duty Modern Warfare's Battle Royale edition, and it's called Warzone. It is also free to play, and as like Valorant, it is a good competitor for Fortnite. Some things about the Xbox Series X, which will be the next Xbox, have came out. It is supposed to be way better than the current Xbox, as usual, and almost on par to some PCs. Sony has also let some things about their new controller out, and it's supposed to be called the DualSense. It's supposed to be way more advanced with more tech and things in it, and you can see it on the screen now. And it's going to have trigger tension. The Xbox One already has this, but it'll be new to the PlayStation lineup. That's all for this week's Epic Gamer segment. See you in the next one.
Welcome to ZBN from home. Today, we will be discussing ways so that you can steer clear from COVID-19. COVID-19 is an illness that can take place or not show symptoms for days or even weeks. That is why you need to take these precautions so that you do not get it. Starting off, you need to social distance yourself from others like everyone else. This is a big thing that the government is asking for from us. If you do adventure outside of your house to get groceries or necessary things, make sure to use hand sanitizer or wash your hands after exiting that place. When out in public, you may see people using a mask or having one on them. That is why if people cough or sneeze on them, they have a less chance of getting COVID-19. If you do not have a mask, there are multiple DIYs online that you can use to make your own. I know that this is not a very fun time because you can't see your friends and you have to do e-learning, but try to look at the positive things during this period of time, like hanging out with family, playing games, FaceTiming your friends, and etc. And that is all I have for you today on staying clear of COVID-19. Oops, wait, almost forgot. And the most important thing of all, make sure you stay 6 feet apart at all times.
Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Cade. Some of you may know, that someone's birthday's coming up. Of course, you've guessed it, my dog, Chips. He has made a cameo before in the last episode of Cooking with Cade. He was right about here. Roll the clip. beautiful. He did great. That was obviously on purpose. I wanted him back there. But for his birthday, we always make him some cupcakes, dog-friendly cupcakes. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make dog-friendly cupcakes. So first we're going to get a bowl right here. And before you do any kind of baking at all, you're going to want to set your oven to 350. Right there, start that up. So by the time you're done mixing everything up, that should be ready. First, we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of peanut butter. Next, we're gonna add an egg. Now, a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Now, a 1/4 cup of honey. One cup of flour. Half cup of oatmeal. And finally, a teaspoon of baking soda to finish that off. And now you're going to mix everything up and stir it. So yeah, just like last time, stir it. And this time thankfully we did not forget anything, so we're not going to have to dump the whole thing in the trash. That was my bad last time. I just needed it to be perfect for you guys, and obviously it can't not be perfect. So once you're mixing for a while, eventually you'll get more. If you think it's not like gonna mix together enough, then you can add a bit more vegetable oil, and then you're gonna get out your muffin pan, and then you're going to spray it with oil to make sure the food doesn't stick. And you may be tempted to try eating some of it. It is human friendly, obviously, but it's for your dog. So, I mean, you don't want to ruin your dog's birthday by eating some of his cake. I mean, that would just be terrible. Why would you even do that? So, you're just gonna get these, obviously, the oven is ready. This is why we do it. So now, we won't have to wait for the oven. It's gonna be ready for us to put this in there. Just get as many scoops as possible. You'll have a lot of cupcakes for your dog, so you may even have one for yourself if you really want to try it. They're delicious, obviously, because they have peanut butter in them. If you keep in mind, if you have a peanut allergy, this might not be for you. And it looks like that's going to be. So we've made 7 right here, and we're gonna put it in the oven. Now you're gonna want to put it in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. So you can set a timer on your phone if you have Alexa, or if you set it on your oven. You're going to want to let these, once they're done in the oven, you're going to want to let them cool for about 10-15 minutes to let them cool before you put any toppings on, so the peanut butter doesn't melt off. Also, you don't want it to be hot when you feed it to your pet. So first we're gonna scoop up some peanut butter, because Chips, wherever he is, he loves it. That's why that's why we make these out of it. Dogs love peanut butter. It's their favorite thing in the world. So right here we can put some peanut butter frosting on that. Beautiful, beautiful. Greatest thing I've ever seen. Nothing quite like it. And now you can top it off with a treat right on there. And beautiful. So, and then final step, obviously, is to give it to your pet to enjoy.
What's up? My name's Colton Fervita, and my segment for ZBN is gonna be what I wear during quarantine. Thank you for watching, and make sure this is your quarantine snack.
Thank you. Today we are going to be talking about the top 5 stereotypes during quarantine, or the top 5 things to do during quarantine. On to number 5.
Coming in at number 5 is snacking, or the foodie. This could also become a guessing game that you play with your family or siblings. Coming in at number 4 is playing card games. You can play card games with your family or even online with your friends. Coming in at number 3 is TikToking. This could be a fun way to see what your friends are doing during quarantine. Coming in at number 2 is playing video games. This could be a fun way to contact your friends and also get a little bit competitive. And coming in at number 1 is watching Netflix. There are a lot of different shows and movies on Netflix. And overall, watching the movies can get pretty addicting.
As you can tell, there is a lot of different things to do during quarantine. Stay safe, and on to the next segment.
G'day, Oscar Boy here. Today, since the coronavirus, I cannot record at my school, everything. So I gotta work at home, Anyway, today we're gonna be hunting one of the greatest animals alive. As usual. Today I found me one in my backyard, upstairs. I'm in my basement right now, but right now I found one really good one. It's called the German Short-Haired Pointer. These things are really dangerous, rare to find in the world. You never know where you can go find them. Today I was swinging on my swing in my backyard, and I said, "Oh my God!" I had to look it up on Google. The German Short-Haired Pointer is a certain dog that tends to point towards an animal when detected, or can track a person or animal just by sniffing the ground. In any case, they will find their prey. They're extremely versatile and were bred in the Germans' 1800s. Their life expectancy is 12 to 14 years. The females can grow to a height of 21 to 23 inches, or 53 to 59 centimeters, and the males can grow from 23 to 25 inches, or also known as 58 to 64 centimeters. Alright, we got the bait, we got the trap. Let's go set the trap up. So, we gotta fall for the trap. Listen, we got him! We got him! No! Get back here! Get back here! Ah! Get back here! No! Not free! Go back here! I got you now! Ah! Dirty dog! Get back here! Get back here! No! Get back here! Come here! This is haunted without you, boy. Special thanks to Raider the dog, the German Short-Haired Pointer. This took a lot of tries, but he eventually got it. Want to say anything to them, Raider? Nothing? He says stay in school, kids. and school.
Keep it together. Keep it together. Oh shoot, I'm filming. Hello and welcome back to ZBN, Quarantine Edition. I'm Dara Strasser and today I will be talking about the different accents around the U.S. Some states have more distinct accents than others, to where in other states people feel like they don't have an accent at all, which they do, it's just not as distinct. There can be multiple accents in a state because of how many people are moving. And when you move there, you still have your accent from where you lived before. But after you live there for a while, you adapt to their accent because you're around people with strong accents, so you just adapt to it. There are 160 distinct English accents in the U.S. I have family that live in different states, and I was just recently with some of them. So while I was there, I had them say different phrases and words to see if we could see the difference in our accents. Now on to that.
I'm Cameron, I'm from South Carolina.
I'm Allie, I'm from Georgia.
I'm Drew, and I'm from Indiana.
I'm Clay, and I'm from Georgia.
I'm Marcella, I'm from South Carolina.
Okay, so basically I'm going to be showing them pictures and they are going to say what it is and be saying sentences. Let's get on to it.
Turning the lights off.
Cut the light. Shut the lights off.
Turn the lights on.
Turning off the light.
Lights off.
Pecan.
Pecan. Pecan.
Pecan.
Pecan. A shopping cart.
A buggy. Shopping cart.
A buggy.
Shopping cart. Soda.
Coke. Soda.
Fanta, Sprite, and pepper.
Soda. Vegetable oil.
Veggie oil. Vegetable oil.
Veggie oil.
Vegetable oil. What are y'all doing?
What are y'all doing? What are you guys doing?
What are y'all doing?
What are y'all doing? Pass the sugar.
Pass the sugar. Pass the sugar.
Pass the sugar.
Pass the sugar.
After that, you can most likely hear the differences in our voices. Now on to the next segment. Finally.
This is Lucy with things to do during quarantine. You can play basketball and maybe do some trick shots like I did. You can be like Tony Hawk and ride a skateboard. You can do 100 push-ups and succeed like I did. You can ride your bike. That's fun. You can run from the cops. Go on a run. You can jump on a trampoline and learn new tricks. And personally, my favorite, sleep. And draw a masterpiece. And something that I rarely do, read a book. That is it, y'all. On to the next segment.
Lord, whatever shall I do?
Oh boy, do I have the trick for you. Have you or a family member been entitled critically bored? Why not check out Zebra Broadcasting Network, or by its shorter name, ZBN. Now I'm sure you're wondering, Gavin, that's my name, why would I look at some broadcasting network from a school? Well, let me tell you this, we're not just news, we're not just this boring, here's what happened today. We also have funny skits and funny people. Here's some people you might find in ZBN. Now, I'm in ZBN, I don't know if you noticed, but I would say that you should definitely watch ZBN. You get all the news you need about what's going on, what's happening, and you also get entertainment, and isn't that what we could all use right now?